Hello, everybody. I hope you all are having a beautiful day. It's been a really wonderful weekend so far. Throughout the week, it's been kind of rough, you know what I mean, just because of everything that's been going on. But now it seems like everything's going a lot better. But when I say things are going rough, just financial things, the way the world works, the way how certain institutions will go after you when you expose certain truths. And so I tried to tell people a while back on my camera, I am who I am sent me. And I tried to be as righteous as possible. But then when people tried to ignore me, when I said I'm like a mirror, you know, I just recently saw videos about Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens, and I guess they locked them two out. I guess Nick instantly caught a ban. He's crashing out hard. He's on camera. He used to wear the suits and all that. Now he's on camera with the hoodie. He got the hoodie on and he's like crashing out. And then Candace Owens, oh my goodness, she turned into fool. Because to me, it's funny. Nobody's going after Candace Owens like that in terms of how she's speaking. She's saying they're attempting my life. No, they're not. She's rich. This one video was like in her Tennessee home in her study. It's like she's rich. And what's happening is they're cutting off her finances and affecting her social platforms and media, just like how they do the rest of us when we speak up and tell the truth. But now she's going after a certain institution. You see, Candace Owens and a lot of these people talked about African Americans, immigrants, and people of color for a long time. Not only have they done that, Trump has perpetuated a lot of foolish claims. I'm going to give you all a scenario. Let's take all of these states up north or any of these liberated states. And then Trump comes and does a rally. Like when Trump said that about these people in Ohio and Springfield, wherever, about the immigrants, what he did was he affected so many random people's lives, innocent people's lives, because so many foolish people are blindly listening to what he is saying. All these immigrants are reporting they have to move and do all these other things. And these people up north are liberal. When I say liberal, a lot of them are. The whole world's got its thing going on, but a lot of these, I saw this mayor talking or something. He seemed extremely liberal, like Democrat. And the pain in his face, because I know these types of people. I live in these towns, in these cities. And when I'm telling you, when Caucasian Americans are truly liberated and they don't believe in all this racist stuff and the stuff they have to deal with and pick up, I saw the pain in his face explaining what was happening to this Haitian woman because she couldn't even go to Walmart without getting death threats and stuff. I'm telling y'all, this rhetoric will be stopped. The FBI and all them was after Nick Fuentes and Tim Pool. These people's accounts are getting shut down and now they're crashing out, right? Exactly. But what infuriates me about Candace is, like I said, she talked about all these other communities for a long time, and then she was finally affected when she started coming after a certain community. But her rhetoric is dangerous too. So when I say her rhetoric is dangerous, a lot of times when people go after this, the whole Israel and Jewish community, what they fail to realize is there's a lot of Jewish people out there. Okay, we get it, Judaism. But what they're doing is they're taking the right wing side instead of the biblical side. You'll see me on my videos and I'm doing like the prophets. I'm talking about the oppression, the Israel. You'll see me over and over saying, I don't talk about these random Jewish people. If you watch South Park and see what Kyle had to go through, you'll see what I mean. So I know that's a cartoon, but that's a good representation because if you look at America, it's not just white supremacy. White supremacy comes with this twisted form of Christianity where they're like the blue-eyed, blonde-haired Jesus and white, only white in our church. They don't like Jewish people. That stems back from Martin Luther back from Germany when he wrote the Jewish Bible, or when he wrote the German Bible after William Tyndale lost his life fighting the Pope, trying to help Jewish people and poor people. I'm telling you all. And so, a lot of people are finding retribution, and I'm trying to hold my emotions to the best of my ability because I told a good buddy of mine, John Core Books, that I noticed him in his videos asking people to follow all the law. He's being so sweet and kind and exemplifying and telling people over and over, be kind, be kind. And I said, stop asking. They always talk about fascism, Nazi dictator. No. Because wicked people want that image in your head because they don't want to follow a righteous law. The 10 Commandments are here for a reason. But as I tell people, if you don't want to get married and all this adultery and stuff, don't get married. Live your life. Stop letting other people's I ams get put before me, before who I am. So, as I've told you all many times, I am who I am. I am the one who binds or frees whom I will. In Persia, Greece, Rome, Babylon, these houses of bondage, put no gods before who I am. I do nothing under the earth, sea, and the heavens. Of these flesh and the hearts or in these deep books. Most high, total. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. I have control over everything. Then I have my mind and my heart. If y'all can hear what I'm saying. Because no matter how holy I want to be, I still got to eat. I still got to sleep. I still have to be vaguely entertained at some point. I'm not saying, oh, dance for me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying everybody in life has their path and journey. But those who cause harm are going to fuck around and find out. I don't play that shit. I am a very sweet, kind, calm, loving person. Like, dude, a whole vibe. But there's a side of me, the dark side. You know, in Star Wars, they had sabers for people who could use the light and the dark. You remember, if you remember, people that watched the movie, the guy had the purple saber. But that's not what this is, if you catch my drift. Basically, the point is there's different color sabers for different reasons. And when one has complete control over oneself, they can understand the necessity of why certain times demons are here to protect us, if that makes sense. So, I would never cause harm to somebody. But if I see a man beating a child, I'm going to go over and fuck him up, if that makes sense, or get to a situation where I can to stop the child being harmed. Am I going to destroy him? There's something that's pissing me off, especially since you all claim to be Christian. You all are so fucking judgmental about the wrong stuff sometimes. And while we all may have our prejudices, that's our job to navigate righteously throughout the world and understand the stupidity that we're conjuring. That's why it's good for people to have a sober mind and hearts. Because with the sober mind and heart, one can navigate righteously. I keep telling you all, I don't care what words you use, the spirit, the creation, the matrix, the whatever. I am who I am, and I am that which wields. I am he who controls the sword and shield. I navigates, I eradicate hate, but at the same time, what am I eating on my plates? Those words mean what they mean to me. So I just mean refine. So maybe I should sometimes perhaps redefine. I just simply mean shedding light on the dark so that they no longer harm children after hours at the park. So, I don't know. I've said this many times in my videos and it never clicked until just recently. Naya, Neo, Africa, then the Greeks eventually. Then they turned it to Yeho, Giannis, right? If you take Juannie backwards, that's Niwa. Back to the Naya. Neo. My name is Neo. Juan and John. Those translate back to Yeho, which is Neo, which is Naya from Africa. So, I am who I am. I heard somebody one time say in a Judaism chat, in a Jew chat, they were like, I was saying I am. And then somebody was like, oh, Hashem's matrix. And I was like, what? I started to think about it. And then further down the chat, there was only one man that ever escaped the matrix. Interesting. So, yeah, man. Trying to avoid a lot of people crashing out. If you guys watch my video description, you can see the scrolls that I leave. You can call it the word and spirit. Back to the whole total and I am and all that. So I am, they'll say God is spirit, right? I am spirit. So you have something and then that something speaks. And then the spirit that follows its words is the spirit of the word and his. So if I say I am who I am sent me, and then say thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not rape, thou shalt not Sorry, thou shalt not kill or rape, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not, and then cut the law off right there. There's a reason for that. So then there shouldn't be 616 laws everywhere talking about the Torah and the Lord God. I mean, if you're German, I don't want to step on your culture if you all really know where the word God comes from. If you're German, okay. If you're French and Roman, I really don't even know why you would say Jesus. Sus is Latin for pig. And Yehohanan, right, who they call Yesuas, where they got Jehovah, Juannie, Yanez. But Yanez, Jehovah was gracious. And I said, I am who I am, like the fire writing in the stone. And so I really don't appreciate when clones try to destroy my home. And so, I just like to manifest into something new to help all of you, lest my old ways create another firestorm, and then they keep calling me the Ancient of Days. So, I love my mother. I kind of had a little crash out session, me, myself personally. I had to delete a couple poems and a couple videos, but everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? So I tell everybody restraint and control. We basically, and this is another thing, we're punishing a lot of people. I'm not telling people to be destructive and evil, but we all basically do a lot of the same stuff. The same stuff the forefathers did and y'all give reverence to, y'all lock people up now for. So I'm trying to get y'all to understand. So it's with the accusations and the prisons and the way y'all rehabilitate in this country, like what's even the point? Y'all are ridiculous. It's brutal. Brutal. So rehabilitation should be involving helping people, not destroying them and crushing their character and enslaving them over and over and over for no fucking reason. I told you all, I've refined a lot of things, and the criminal justice system is really starting to irritate my fucking soul. So, if we can learn how to accept each other, this shit going on with Trump, I'm telling you all, the more rhetoric he puts out here, the more people are going to have to do damage control and fix. So I'm just telling you all, maybe you should let him know, like, hey, it was fun, it was cool. You're a reality TV star, failed businessman. Go play some golf, man, chill out. Because I'm telling you all, and this whole shit with JD Vance, I mean, how could the dude has a Hindu wife, Indian wife, and then all these senators are coming out talking about curry and all this other stuff. It's so disrespectful, man. So disrespectful. And all you politicians on the right-wing side in Congress hearings questioning these women talking about, do you support Hezbollah? Do you support Hamas? Do you support Hamas? Are y'all fucking crazy? Do y'all support the Bible? Do y'all not read what Israel did in the Bible? I'm just saying, y'all are wildly misinformed and acting violent. And then questioning women and people of Arabic descent, and then all these foolish minions who I am refining into angels now, creating a legion of perfection. Anyways, my word is bond, and it will be. Angels now, walking over the sea, refined and redefined, beautiful in the mind. Anyways, questioning these people, talking about, do you support this and that, calling Black Lives Matter terrorism? I'm coming for thee. Oh, I said in another video, Islam is now, see, look, I'm going to show you guys an algorithm. You guys have such a problem with African Americans and African culture and all this other stuff. Even Africans coming here tethering, advocating for these Caucasian Americans who are on the far right wing. Far right wing, right? Blah. Word salads. Anywho, Nazis. Much better. So, now I said couch 2024, right? Oh, I don't know why people sharing couches everywhere and couch this and couch that. Boy, y'all just... that thing about stealing from gardens, man, it's starting to make sense. Like I said, I'm starting to really wake up. But anyways, now all of a sudden, African Americans said, we stepping back. It's called it Black Lives Terrorism, Black Lives Matter terrorism and all sorts of stuff. Now look at everybody coming out saying, they said we didn't deserve reparations. Remember, we fought for all the civil rights. We built these countries. We built this country. We built all the stuff. Hey, let these supremacists lie to you. You saw what happened to Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens on camera, crashing out when they lost their money. Anywho, I guess we all are a little bit more similar than we thought. Anywho, so now we're kind of stepping back. We're like, ooh, y'all want to play? Okay. Now look at all these people of color, immigrants, and left wings like, It feels blood. And I hear them stopping themselves. It feels what? Say black, I dare you. We fought our fault. We fought our fight. And really me, I just got smacked over the head at the end, right? Y'all had such a problem with African Americans. Reparations and all sorts of stuff. Vote, vote. Yeah. Now y'all can fight y'all battles. Well, this white supremacist tell this Arabic dude and this other Spaniard dude on this podcast I was just watching. The Spaniard told this Arabic dude, are you gonna leave our country once you fix it and help us with the Jews? I was like, holy shit, these people are funny. This is comical. I stepped outside the fire ring and I said, ooh, it's like, what? Why am I fighting this madness? Let them fight themselves. So, yeah, that's why I tell people, like, it's about wisdom. You don't got to hate certain people. I've said over and over. They talking about all the stuff with the LGBTQT, but the LGBTQT have been helping me many different places in life, many times in life. All these problems with, if I go to a certain spot, they'll just instantly, Caucasian, then people, Edomites, Esau's, but my Caucasian girlfriend helping me out. My grandmother's half Caucasian. My daughter's half Caucasian. My mother's like a fourth. She's light skinned. So I don't have the patience no more. No, it's about peace and love. I don't fuck all that skin color shit. You guys act like an angry box of crayons if you want and continue to play in the firestorm. Now Europe can deal with Europe. Now America can deal with America. Oh, I guess the Middle East right there, the beginning Mesopotamia, come deal with your kids. Atum, Muat, and Moon, right? The moons and the sun from before that everybody had a problem with and kept trying to tear the temples down in Africa and everything else, right? The Kemetic way, the ham way, right? Ooh, y'all just hate pigs and ham and all sorts of stuff, right? Just so mean. Good luck. But I am there for thee, for all who say I am sorry. I am who I am. Read the scrolls and get to know who I am. I got videos. I may seem fiery and angry at certain groups at certain times, but somebody has to say something. Please and believe me, I love everybody that does the will of who I am, which is kindness and love and peace and mercy. And hell, I play violent video games sometimes. There's movies with violence. Do I go out and do violent shit? Do I conspire to go take over the world? No. But sometimes I have to grab the motherfucking world by the ear and let the world know, chill the fuck out. Like a pops.